Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we are going to be watching another Nolan movie. We just did all three Batmans. We're going to be watching Interstellar. So put this on the polls. This just swept everything. You have not seen this movie.
No.
I saw this movie once, not gonna lie, I didn't really understand it. So sorry. Not to make it terrifying or anything.
No.
I think it's easier to understand than Tenet. You don't watch the movies the same that I do now, so I'm actually very excited to really revisit it and watch it
and try
with an analytical eye and really enjoy it and appreciate it. To my understanding, any of the science in this movie is as close to accurate as possible. They had like a physicist on set, essentially, to comment on everything and decisions being made, being like, does this seem plausible at the very least?
Yeah, of
so
course.
that's cool.
Okay, that's awesome.
And it's got a gigantic cast. It's got Matthew McConaughey, which I don't know if we've watched anything, but I'm sure you know who he is.
Heard of that name.
Like, all right. That guy.
Know. I'm not
sure. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, you'll probably recognize him.
Okay.
Anne Hathaway, who played Catwoman. She's in this.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain. She was the older red-haired girl in It Chapter 2. I think that's what you know her from. She's a really good actress as well. So it's like a stacked cast for this movie.
Gotcha.
And then the usual Nolan impressive practical effects, physicists on set, craziness. So this is going to be awesome. I'm very excited. As always, the full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as next week's reaction, which could be a Nolan reaction. I'm down to do more Nolan, or kind of whatever you guys want. This is our high-end movie day. So whichever movie you guys voted for, this movie here is also going to be up for early access on our Patreon. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us and watching. As always, if you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like, and subscribe. And let's just get into Interstellar. Do you hear anything?
I don't hear anything.
Okay. All right, so the opening was so quiet that I thought our headphones were broken.
Oh, yeah, I thought so too.
Which is an interesting choice.
Well, it kind of reminds me of, like, space,
That's true. Already I'm getting more out of this movie than I did the first time. No, I'm kidding. Such a cool title card with the dust particles.
Well, my dad was a farmer. Of course, he didn't start that way.
This is like a jet.
Yeah, but it's like a stealth bomb? What the heck's going on?
We wore little strips of sheet, but sometimes over our nose and mouths.
It's the way that they're doing this is
interesting. It's like they're interviewing.
Yeah, it's like a documentary or something.
But they're showing you what's happening.
Yeah. It's a very interesting dystopian something.
Yeah, it feels a little more like towards the future or something.
Yes, but still very grounded. Still very Nolan.
Still like real.
There's your ghost.
It knocked off my shelf. Nothing looks up.
No such thing as ghost, dumbass.
Wait, is that Timothy Chalamet? What the heck?
You gotta record the facts, analyze, then present your conclusions.
Deal.
You gotta prove the ghost, Murph.
Dust storm?
Yeah, it's like a fire.
Yeah.
Light?
Oh, really?
Saying it's the last harvest for okra.
Now, what is this blight? It sounds like a...
I don't know, actually. I'm sure it's a term. I was... Some sort of, like, disease, maybe?
Yeah, that's what you would assume, right?
Yeah. I never would have thought, like, cornfields look so dystopian, but Nolan makes it so eerie.
Yeah,
it's just these massive cornfields.
Well, the coloring, especially. It's, like, really brown or something.
Okay, let's go. What about the flat tire?
Wait, okay. That looked like a predator.
Yeah, it's some sort of drone.
It is a predator. Why? What? Okay, this is interesting.
The music in this movie is like stunning, by the way. Indian. Come on.
Oh, careful.
Watch out! Keep going, dude.
Almost got it. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah, watch out. There's like a cliff.
You told me to keep driving.
Yeah, but there's a cliff, dude.
We lost it.
No, we didn't.
It looked like it dropped, right? Maybe?
He's got it.
Interesting.
Dude, you gotta be careful, man.
Bro.
If that's worth as much as you're saying it is.
Now, what did he say?
It was some sort of Indian something drone. And he said they could use the solar to help run the farm. The panels on it.
Okay.
So it's been up there for 10 years.
Why'd it come down so low?
Either the sun cooked its brain or it was looking for something.
Yeah, but why would it need to come that low? That's so weird.
Can't we just let it go?
It's a drone.
That's a surveillance drone with outstanding solar cells. It's Indian.
Okay, that sounds like it was kind of just running by itself.
Yeah.
Like someone left it.
We don't need more engineers. We don't run out of television screens and planes. We run out of food.
Yeah. So they need more farmers.
It's an old federal textbook. We've replaced them with the corrected versions.
Corrected.
Explaining how the Apollo missions were fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union.
What? Okay, that's a little...
You don't believe we went to the moon?
I believe it was a brilliant piece of propaganda.
It's a little bit different than our present day world.
Murph got into a fistfight with several of her classmates over this Apollo nonsense.
Bro.
Interesting.
If favorite team's playing, there's gonna be candy and soda. I think I'll take her to that.
I respect him for standing up for his kid when it needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. If somebody wants to say in the comments how far into the future this is supposed to be, I'm actually curious. I don't remember that.
Did they draw something?
Maybe.
Maybe.
They look like they're self-run.
Something's interfering with the compass. Magnetism. Some saucer.
I do not remember most of this. Maybe it's the same reason the drone was low.
Yeah, that's possible.
Like something is going on.
Something's affecting it.
Yeah. This is the bookshelf from the title.
Yeah, with the dust.
In case the ghost is trying to communicate.
Wait, this is related to the ghost.
Possibly. These books, we heard the books just fall.
Dots and dashes used.
I know what Morse code. I just don't think your bookshelf's trying to tell it.
Wait, I don't know. Actually, I feel like he needs to give her a little more credit, to be honest.
Yeah?
The house was built on magnetic ore. We just seen this the first time we switched on the character.
Yeah, why is it randomly?
Yeah.
Like, just all of a sudden.
It's like we've forgotten who we are now. Explorers, pioneers, not caretakers.
It's weird. It's kind of like the world like reverted or something.
Yeah, well, like something bad happened and they got scared and then like almost went back into their shell, right?
Yeah.
And your kids know it, especially Murph.
I feel like Murph takes after him.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously a little further in that direction.
Dirt that was giving you this food to turn on you like that and destroy you.
Something happened with the soil.
In my day, we had real ball players. Who are these balls?
That's the Yankees.
Popcorn at a ball game is unnatural. I want a hot dog.
The day that happens, you know the world's over.
Oh, yeah.
I like what you do. I like our farm.
I'll be great at it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, that's like fine, you know?
Of
like,
course. Of course.
Oh, no. Whoa, that's a huge... Is that a dust storm? Honestly, though, I've seen, like, videos of, like...
No.
Actual, like, you know... So I'm assuming this has something to do with, yeah, like, the dirt.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
It's such a different movie for Nolan to do, right?
Well,
but it still feels so much like him.
It kind of, like, feels like... You know, like, one of those, like, kind of apocalypse-type movies, but we're still, like... there.
Yeah.
But like in some sort of like it's very real. Like,
yes.
The way the stuff that we're having to deal with.
Yes. You know? Lock up the house, man. Do something.
Tom, you guys set your windows?
Uh-oh.
Wait. Okay, but be a little...
Yeah. Oh. That stinks.
That sucks.
Whoa, that's cool with the light though.
Wait, this is the...
This is the room with the books.
The ghost.
Wait, what?
Hello. Sleeping with Tom.
What is that?
I don't know.
I saw like
It's
little...
like there's a curtain something. The dust is not falling naturally.
Yeah. And there's like a light like...
That's an awesome shot.
It's not a ghost.
Yeah, I don't think it's a ghost. It's gotta be...
It's gravity.
But
why?
Explain this. We aren't scientists.
How is gravity being like controlled there?
And what does that have to do with everything else going on?
It's not Morse, or if it's binary. Thick is 1, thin is 0.
No, then it's...
So then it...
Wait. Then it is kind of like a ghost.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually.
He just had to be a scientist and say it was gravity.
Well, yeah, it does look like gravity though, because like...
Yeah,
when he threw the coin
that,
and it went like that, and like all the dust is like settling. But it's a code.
Mm-hmm.
So that means...
Binary code.
That means there's some sort of like... You know, it's like there's intelligence.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like aliens. I mean, it really could be, right? Because...
It totally could. I'm not giving anything away, but it totally could be. I just have to nerd out about this a little bit. Oh, shoot.
I mean, I knew that.
Come on, she's got the scientist heart, dude. No, but Hans Zimmer has talked about it because he did the score for this. He talked about setting out of this movie, and they wanted to basically make a pipe organ cool. So the entire soundtrack is like starring a church pipe organ, and it's the coolest thing ever.
Dang. This is a little... I mean, like, honestly, I would be a little, like...
This is Area 51, guys.
Well, I don't know why, but the lights turning off there, I thought, like, something was going on.
You better be careful, bro. Even if this is just, like, civilized people something, I would be wary about cutting stuff with a bolt cutter.
I still don't know, like, how the rest of the world kind of is, you know?
That's true.
For all I know, it could be, like, mayhem out here.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Sound like taser or something?
Yep.
Don't be afraid.
Are you kidding me?
Why do you have like a super blinding light? I literally couldn't see where the voice was coming from. Okay. This feels like some sort of facility.
Where's my daughter? Don't make me take you down.
The heck?
Sit down. Where did you find this coordinates? She don't look much like a lawnmower.
It's what the government could spare.
Government? So this is
so
like
there's some government.
Your daughter is fine. Great kid. Must have a very smart mother.
The writing in this movie is really good.
Back up from your fence and we'll be on our way.
Okay.
Dude, no, you've clearly seen too much, bro. You can't.
I don't know anything about this.
Okay, but how did you get the coordinates? That's so suspicious.
Yeah, of course. And what are you gonna be like? Oh, we got it from Gravity at the library, like.
You're sitting in the best kept secret in the world. Nobody stumbles in.
Yeah, and you had coordinates
You had it
written
marked on your
down.
back,
That's so weird. Like,
It's kind of hard to explain.
It's gonna sound completely crazy.
It was gravity.
does that mean something?
No, I'm real happy that you're excited about gravity, but
I mean, like, gravity. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that can happen with gravity. Like, come on.
Well, I get it. He's trying to protect his kid.
Renata.
Okay, cool.
Or at least the leftovers of it.
Well, when they realized that killing other people was not a long-term solution, then they needed us back in secret.
Yeah.
Because public opinion wouldn't allow spending on space exploration.
Yeah, because
So
people
that's
hated
where-
that idea.
okay.
I mean, we deal with that now, even.
Interesting.
Cool. We'll die.
Uh-oh. They know.
Yeah.
So then they gotta do something about it.
we'll find a way, Professor, we always have.
Sure, but you have to find it.
Your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth.
Okay, that's kind of...
All right.
That's a
well,
little,
that's a kick in the butt. That's some inspiration.
Now you need to tell me what your plan is.
Yeah. We gotta find a way, right?
We're meant to leave it.
Okay. That looks like the ship that he was
It
flying.
looks at least very similar.
The Lazarus missions.
That sounds cheerful.
Lazarus came back from the dead. Sure, he had to die in the first place.
True.
Fair.
Where'd you see him? Cooper. I can't tell you any more unless you agree to pilot this craft.
This is one of those missions.
Suddenly we knew that harnessing gravity...
Yeah, but how? How did they do that? How are they manipulating gravity? Like,
We
that's
don't
so
know.
weird.
But it's they're just rolling with the punches.
I mean, you
basically.
have to, right?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm curious. Like, they just created a wormhole
Something like
when
that.
you are.
What about the people here? You give up on them. My kids. That's why Plan A is a lot more fun.
Okay.
I like how real they are. They're like, look, this is what we're dealing with. These are our best options. Very just flat out.
Find us a new home. By the time you return, I will have solved the problem of gravity.
It's a bold claim to make.
Go. If you're leaving, just go.
This world was never enough for you, was it, Cooper?
That's so rough, man.
N-word. You know what it is? Stay. It says stay, Dad.
Stay?
Why? You're not listening. It says stay.
Does it say stay? I mean,
She might be right.
That's kind of. But then why the coordinates?
When we get back, we're gonna compare.
Can you run differently for us?
Maybe by the time I get back, we might even be the same age.
Yeah, I mean, that's only,
It's just it's wild.
that's only if you're close enough to like that amount of gravity, right? Or
of
mass. Because he's just going to be traveling through space a lot of time too, and like.
Don't make me leave like this, Murph.
So hard, man.
I love you forever. I'm coming back.
What does that mean?
I mean, what do you do though at this point, right? It's like he's already agreed to this thing. He's already doing it.
I feel like I don't know how much. I don't think that much time has passed, so I feel like a little bit. We could have. It's a little bit fast, you know. Like, you know, I feel like as a parent. That was so cool. The way they showed that was awesome. The way they do the black bars inside and outside, it's wide. Yeah, that's cool.
It's so cool.
It feels like
it makes space feel huge.
Everybody good? Plenty of slaves for my robot colony? Humor settings. We fit in none of this unit. A giant sarcastic robot.
Great.
Stage 2 separation.
I like how like dorky looking some of the tech is too. Like, you know, sometimes in sci-fi they make it super clean.
Yeah.
It's this like real balance.
Yeah.
All feeds going manual. Going manual.
Okay, but so they're gonna travel to the wormhole.
Through the wormhole and go to a system that has 3 different possible livable worlds.
But at first they have to travel to the wormhole.
Yes, and then go through it.
Okay, but that's gonna take a while.
I believe so. But they have like, I think they have like, it's like Alien, where they have the sleeping pods basically that like preserve them. Which is why time is gonna pass even crazier.
Okay. But does that mean, so they don't age?
I don't think so in the pods.
Okay. Oh, I mean, that'll help.
I'm not sure. If somebody wants to explain some of the stuff in the comments.
Hey, Tars, what's your honesty parameter? 90%.
90%.
Absolute honesty isn't always the most diplomatic, nor the safest form of communication with emotional beings.
Smart.
Touché.
Smart.
So all you, Doyle.
No pressure.
Nice and easy, Doyle. Nice and easy.
That's awesome.
Lock? Target locked? Target locked. Well done.
I love that. It's like it feels so real to me.
No, yeah.
It's like it's the little things. It's not the like crazy lift off. It's
of
like,
course.
oh, attach to this thing or the whole mission blows up. It's like, what?
No, yeah.
I don't know how they did the zero gravity. If somebody wants to, I don't know like all the cool stuff about these movies. If somebody wants to fill us in on like the practical.
It looks good for your trajectory. We've calculated 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a long, like this is real space travel.
Well, I mean, that means they have to be like in some sort of.
Yeah, I think they get into cryo sleep.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, that's a lot of resources.
Rage. Rage.
This poem is the
Against the dying of the light.
coolest.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light.
It's just awesome, dude.
How does this wormhole work? You know, like, I'm also interested in how they visually like show it, because I kind of know what a wormhole looks like in like a
It's supposed to look
graph
like.
thing or whatever, but like I kind of want to see it like this, I don't know.
Like I said, they had like legit people on here advising on all of that.
Yeah, I have no idea how any of this works or like. Bro, that'd be so scary.
This terrifying.
Yeah.
This crew represents the best of humanity.
Even me, huh?
You have to like, it's like you have to be the best of humanity. Whether you really want to or not at this point.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the job.
Because, I mean, your sole purpose is to ensure humanity's survival. You know, that's so...
Hey, guys. Dad's about to go down for the long nap. So I wanted to give you an update.
I'm assuming that he's just recording.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Is it him?
No,
It's just them returning it.
oh, interesting that he personally did it.
Yeah, I respect that.
If you record any messages, I can get them transmitted to Cooper.
But for how long, right?
The next time you hear from Cooper, they'll be coming up on Saturn.
Are they gonna utilize like the gravity of like?
Yeah, so they're going to
stuff?
Mars and they're slingshotting to Saturn. We've seen The Martian and a few other things, but I've never seen a movie make space look so beautiful.
Yeah.
In this really sad way.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing is like they're good at because there's nothing in the distance, all black instead of like seeing any stars or whatnot. It really does emphasize that sort of like that sheer distance between objects, right?
Yes.
It's like insanity.
I said I could start advanced agriculture a year early. Alright. I gotta go, Dad. Hope you're safe up there.
Did he just wake up from the sleep? Okay.
Because we're in Saturn.
I asked Murph to say hi, but she's as stubborn as a old man.
It's gotta be so heartbreaking.
Next time, but I mean, can they send messages after going through?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Right? Because
I'm not exactly sure how that works.
It would be just too far of a distance.
It's a wormhole, and every time we'd come around, we would receive images from the other side of the foreign galaxy.
Which galaxy is this? Like, is it going to be like a...
what we've been dealing with, I don't know.
So a wormhole bends space like this, so you can take a shortcut through.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nolan.
You know,
can explain it to us.
They, I think, fairly recently.
What's a circle in 3 dimensions?
A ball.
Sphere. But who put it there? Who do we have to thank? I'm not thanking anybody until we get out of
I do respect him for not getting lost on the whole they idea.
Yeah.
The others made it, right? At least some of them.
Listen, we're already this far, bro. It's not the time to question.
It's so trippy. It's so freaky, man.
The visuals are really cool.
That is not a good sound.
That's so crazy looking.
It looks so real, dude.
It's storm space time. Don't!
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
Some like distortion thing.
She was like grabbing it.
Yeah, and her fingers distorting.
What the heck?
We're here.
Whoa. Okay, but now how far to the planet, right? Like,
I'm not sure. This is huge, though, right? I mean, we just
it's already crazy.
That's giant,
but we still got a job to do.
Edmonds went down 3 years ago.
Transmitter failure?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
With one complication.
What?
The planet is much closer to Gargantua than we thought.
Is that?
That's what we're calling them, the black hole.
Okay. Wait, what?
It's time. The gravity on that planet will slow our clock compared to Earth's drastically.
Dude, yeah, we're literally going around a black hole.
Every hour we spend on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth.
It's a crazy amount of time.
Yeah, but also I'm worried about that planet. Like, if it's that close, it's a little dangerous, I would think.
You can't just think about your family now. You have to think bigger than that, all right?
I'm thinking about my family and millions of other families.
Yeah, because if the Earth is gone after we get off this freaking planet...
And just think about the resources, including time that would be spent trying to get back here.
It is clearly the best option.
Okay, but I'm still questioning that planet, bro. That's dangerous.
We take the Ranger down, we get Miller, we get her samples, we come back, we analyze, we debrief, and we're out. We lose a little fuel, but we save a whole lot of time.
That'll work.
And it minimizes the amount of time you have to spend on the planet.
There, is that it? The light? Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
We can't get anything from it. Nothing escapes that horizon.
See, that's my biggest worry is that...
Dude, it's right there.
I'm surprised it could be habitable. Well, being that close, like, that's a little...
I'm gonna use the Ranger's aerodynamics to save some fuel.
Air brake.
We get down fast, don't we?
Actually, we want to get there in one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
I feel like he just wants to make sure that we don't stay down there that long, right?
Yeah.
Or even spend too much time here. That's a little...
The way it sounds like the ship is breaking, like... I mean, he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Everybody hang on.
Oh, that's so cool. That was so well done.
Very graceful.
No. Very
Yeah.
efficient.
Okay, but
guys, we don't mess around, man.
Is
7
there?
meters per hour here. Let's make it count.
I don't think he's just doing it for his kids. I don't.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just thinking that is a. I feel like that is a pushing.
Of course.
Issue.
This way.
Can we walk faster? That's awesome.
130% Earth gravity.
Oh.
Not to mention you were in space for a long time.
That is true.
You gotta be careful a little bit, actually.
Should be right here.
Are you standing on... What the heck? You can do that? That's crazy.
Oh.
Repeat that.
Shoot. The clock ticking?
Yeah.
Where's the mountains?
What mountains?
Those aren't mountains. The waves.
Oh, yo, get back to the ship.
That one's moving away from us.
Yeah, so
wait.
look at
Turn around? Turn around?
the
Maybe?
other side.
Hurry up. But
Bro, do you see the wave?
We're gonna... It doesn't matter if we...
Go!
The Ranger now! Ranger, get back here now!
Hurry up!
I can't make it. Oh!
Please, go get her.
Go!
Whoa, that's cool.
I mean, he is a military.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh, this is so dangerous, though.
Go!
Why didn't
Case bring him in the first place?
yeah.
I don't know. Go!
Oh, go!
Dude.
No. Oh. Be careful.
We gotta
Gravity.
get up. Oh, jeez. Dude, it's literally going straight down.
The difference is one of us was thinking about the mission, man.
No,
No, he wasn't.
You jeopardizing the entire
killed
mission?
Doyle.
Thanks, how much time? 45 to an hour.
Like sometimes you have to give it up. Like you can't just.
What's this gonna cost us, Brand?
Decades. Because of the time slippage. On this planet's time, she
Oh.
Yeah.
probably just died minutes ago.
Oh, jeez.
Time is relative, okay? It can't run backwards.
Yeah.
The only thing that can move across dimensions like time is gravity.
Well,
Wait.
Could they be talking to us from the future?
Maybe.
Okay. If they can.
You can?
But to them, time might be another physical dimension.
Yeah, like how are you planning on...
How long for the engine's case? A minute or two. But we don't have it.
yeah, that's the other issue. It's like,
Okay, so clearly we made a mistake.
Of course.
In thinking that this planet was habitable.
of course. But we had no idea. We didn't know how the gravity worked. We didn't know how the messaging worked.
No, yeah.
Dude.
I've waited years.
Yeah, how long has it been?
By now it must be.
It's 23 years.
I learned what I could from the black hole, but I couldn't send anything yet from it. We've been receiving, but nothing gets out.
So they have been receiving.
Okay, interesting.
I met another girl, Dad. Alright, this is the one.
That's horrible.
Just go grab
That's...
the car.
Oh, I don't even see it as horrible.
Hey, Dad.
It's so... The fact that they kept sending messages...
But it's like you see like all this life that you missed.
I don't even think he's thinking about that.
You know, I'm listening to this. I know that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he... It's so admirable that he is still doing it.
Yeah.
After 23 years, dude. That's...
I guess. Let me go. I don't know wherever yours at. I'll put you at peace. Bye.
That's crazy. Hey.
Hey, Dad.
What you... Oh, shoot.
You son of a bitch. You once told me that when you came back, we might be the same age. And today I'm the age you were when you left. So it might be a real good time for you to come back.
That's cool that we get to see this.
Yeah. It's just it's so brutal, man. Just everything about it. It's terrible. And the way they feel and how they just don't understand and how he can't even say anything back. It's just heartbreaking.
Tars kept the Endurance right where we needed her, but the trip took years longer than we anticipated. We no longer have the fuel to either both prospects.
Oh, shoot. I don't remember any of this movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you got to be paying attention to really pick up on.
As does Dr. Mans.
Cooper, this is my field.
It's so bad, though, because they got burned so badly on the first one. It's like they don't trust each other. They don't trust the science as much. You look at all of it.
You once said that Dr. Mann was the best of us. And yet here he is. And he's sending a very unambiguous message telling us to come to his planet.
So maybe we should trust that.
But there's something you should know. She's in love with Wolf Edmonds.
Oh.
Love isn't something we invented. It's observable power.
Social utility, social bonding, child rearing.
We love people who have died. Where's the social utility in that?
Yeah.
Maybe it means something more.
I mean, I think she's reaching, but it's an interesting conversation nonetheless.
No, for sure. I'm not so sure if it's something that we should... Because we don't know.
Well, especially in this situation. I don't know if it really applies.
Maybe we should trust that, even if we can't understand it.
Well, is it just love, though? Like, I think other things also transcend it, right? I think just even human emotion, I feel like, kind of transcends that, too. Honestly, like, who knows, right? Like, it's very possible. I feel like we don't know everything. But, yeah, I just...
chart a course for Dr.
Yeah, it's just... I understand it. I understand it. It's horrible, and I understand it. Both sides.
The problem, I think, is, like, having the black hole that close, I'm just not sure.
That's Ben Affleck's brother. His little brother.
Oh.
Casey Affleck.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't even getting raised in that.
You might have to decide between seeing your children again
and the future of the human race. I trust you to be as objective.
Okay, bro. I mean,
she's taking it. She says, like...
But it's just like, on these missions, it's like this, that is what's really tough about this.
Yeah. Oh, no. Does he realize, like, what she was saying?
Maybe, or why was he ignoring what she was saying?
Because I think he realized maybe that she was right and he was wasting his time, kind of like...
What did you do? Let your brother wake up.
Did my father know? Did he leave me? You can't leave.
But she doesn't know that he didn't know.
Yeah.
Which is horrible.
That was not a good, like... That was not a good way to go.
I'm not laughing. It's just like exasperation. Like it is terrible.
I think it's like, why would you say that? That's it spawned so many misconceptions about the whole ordeal.
But does Brand know?
What do you mean, Brand here?
Yeah.
No, hopefully not.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Because if Brand knows, then there is no plan A. We're going... Whoa, this is a really cool shot.
Okay, well, yeah, then that's going to kind of piss me off. Like, what? Really, guys? That's so... We were talking about how brave these people are, and we're seriously going to do that. Uh-oh, these are kind of... These clouds.
The ideas for these planets
are
so cool.
I mean, it looks kind of barren.
No more barren than the Earth does at this point.
I don't know. I hope not. I don't see any
plant life.
Yeah, a little worried. Looks kind of cold. How long can you stay in those things?
Oh, he's alive.
Okay.
Well, you never learned.
You recognize that guy?
Isn't that what's his name?
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Nobody knew he was going to be in this movie.
Really?
And he just shows up, and you're like, what?
Our world is cold, stark, but undeniably beautiful. The days
It's true.
67 hours long.
Okay.
Wow.
The ammonia gives way to crystalline hydrocarbons, breathable air.
Okay.
Carbon life form, right? I miss.
We might be sharing this world.
Okay, let's hope we don't have to like That
you
and
wanted alien stuff.
Dr. Brand, Case is relaying a message for you from his home station.
I think this might be the message.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Did my father know too, Dad? Please tell me no. You left me here to die.
Okay, that's super. That's very unfair.
But it's you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. It's
No, I'm talking about
to
the
him.
Brand situation.
My father dedicated his whole life to Plan A. I have no idea what she's talking about.
I do.
Oh, of course you do.
Shoot.
You need more. More what? More data. You need to see into a black hole.
Into a black hole.
Why keep building those
Because you knew
stations?
how hard it would be to get people to work together to save the species instead of themselves.
I mean, it's horrible, but it's smart.
It's true.
Let me go home.
Okay, but there's a little glimmer of kind of hope. Like
Maybe?
I don't know. Like we have a black hole.
Every moment it feels like there's a glimmer of hope.
I mean, I don't know
it gets
how,
crushed.
Though.
Some people have a right to know.
Yeah, what do you do now, like on
We
Earth?
have to keep working.
I don't think telling everyone is.
Do you have an idea?
I mean, at least trying.
I called it a ghost because it felt like a person. I was trying to tell you something.
Wait.
I'm running out of time.
What?
Nothing.
I have a suggestion for your return journey.
They're talking about.
Last crack of the black hole.
They're talking about the time thing and about how certain things.
It's what we call a gentle singularity. Gentle. They're hardly gentle.
Okay, but then why do you call it a...
So it doesn't like stretch it. It doesn't like disintegrate it or whatever.
What's to say there isn't some way that the probe can glimpse the singularity and relay the quantum data?
Oh.
Command, we need to find 3 secure sites. 1 for Brand's lab, 2 for habitat. And once those modules have landed, you don't want to move them.
Wait, so what are they saying? They're saying.
So I think they're gonna send the probe with TARS to try and glimpse the singularity by constantly scanning energy signatures.
Okay, but he's not going into the black hole?
Yeah, I think he is.
He is?
I think he's gonna try.
But then how are they saying that they are going to get the information from him?
He's gonna transmit it.
But he can't. How can he transmit it if he's in the black hole? Because the transmission won't go through.
Wait.
Mom must be playing here. I don't touch your stuff.
It's cool that they named him Coop.
Yeah. I mean, I like that they don't have, like, complete resentment for their dad, right?
No. I mean, it's such understandable, like, just heartbreaking confusion. But I don't think it's, like, they didn't give up, you know?
It's cool.
It's not that simple.
Whereas, like, you know, it's possible that they could have, like, completely just...
Without even almost blame.
Yeah.
Just take this gently.
Okay.
Your children. Their faces. At the moment of death, your mind's gonna push a little bit harder to survive.
Which is insane.
He's going to... Because he just wants to live.
Yep.
We cannot survive here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dude, you're just doing it for survival.
Dude.
All are dead. Yes.
Yep.
Dude.
It's like he said, the desire to survive, right?
Yep.
I knew that if I just pressed that button, somebody would come and save me.
That's...
Yeah.
Dude.
It's just terrible, right?
I mean, I get it, but, like, that's so selfish, bro.
It's so well done.
It's up to me.
You gotta save everybody.
She's gonna try.
Yeah.
God didn't even try!
Dude.
Idiot!
You gotta kill yourself. Those are the best thoughts I've had in years.
It's like he's so far and he's gone. And
Yeah.
you coward, man.
Because I want to save all of them. For you.
Is it though? Is it for him?
Did Professor Brent tell you that poem before you left? Do you remember?
Dude, your thing is right there. This is so cool.
Brent! Help!
guys, go. Go quick, dude. That is such a cool shot.
Hang in there, come on.
I mean, she's gonna burn all their crops. I get it, but that's... Oh.
This data makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's
why he broke the robot. Yeah, because it wasn't like super sus when he's like, "Oh yeah, it just deteriorated." It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
shoot. Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me is I don't know. He says it's for the future of mankind. I don't know if it's completely.
Yeah, I mean, it might be part of it.
That's such a cool rig.
It is.
He really did it. It's like this entire movie is just a series of horrible decisions to have to make. I mean, all right, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You made that call right there.
Do not attempt docking.
I think we had more than one person when we did it too.
Yeah.
Hatch lockout disengaged.
See, like being this desperate and this like hasty and stuff. This is not trying to ensure humanity's survival.
Well, it's the fear of death, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to survive.
Nothing good.
It's the air will like wherever it's not like connected or whatnot, it's gonna.
Come on, dude.
I'm taking command of the Endurance. And then we can talk about completing the mission.
You're not connected, though.
Yeah, but just technically speaking, like.
This is about all mankind.
Okay,
There is a moment.
Yeah, bro. Great. Yep.
Okay, the way they showed that was insane.
Yeah.
And watch out for the debris, guys.
What are you doing?
What? I mean, what are we gonna do? Just stay in the ship? We got to.
Skill. Oh shoot.
Oh yeah.
Better hurry up.
You guys better go.
Lined up. Initiating screaming.
Dude, the way they showed that.
Now, are they feeling the G's because of like the gravity?
And I think because they're spinning so fast, I would assume, right? Or maybe it is just the gravity.
I'm not sure if you would feel that if.
Yeah, so then maybe it is the gravity.
Whoa.
It's right there. We just gotta go. He didn't even pass out either.
Crazy.
Wasn't that incredible?
Dude, that was epic.
Like, that's the only scene I really, really remember for this, and it's insane.
Cakes, take the stick.
Roger that.
I mean, at this point, you might as well go for the whole, like, the Hail Mary, right? Because is there some way we could do the whole probe thing? Like,
this is an awesome shot.
I'm a little confused as to what our plan here is.
We'll see.
I just mean our overall. Like, are we planning on...
Gargantua, pull us down close to the horizon.
Okay.
And a powered slingshot around, launching us towards Edmund's planet.
Okay, so using the gravity, but bro.
But it's our only hope, dude.
Neither one of us have time to worry about relativity right now.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but I feel like there's something to be said about, like, you know, just trying to survive.
And the fact that he's sacrificing any hope of ever seeing his children again.
Yeah.
To keep the human race alive.
Well, of course, right? I mean...
Well, you say it, but the fact that he does it is beautiful.
No. Yeah, of course.
It's our only chance to save people on Earth. If I can find a way to try.
So he's still going to try and transmit the quantum data.
I like seeing, like, the disc and the light, like, going around. Cool. It's so...
And like I said, they had like physicists and stuff being like, basically this is what it most likely would look like. Which is insane. Like, look at this. The way it's so cool.
ditch.
Dang.
I like. I feel so bad for Tars.
Yeah.
Prepare to detach.
What? No! No!
Let him start long. You gotta leave something behind.
Oh.
Resources for both of us.
Maybe he lied?
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh, bro. What? That's that's crazy.
Lots of lightness.
Literally looks like a wasteland.
Oh, is ejecting gonna? Oh, should you?
I don't know.
Shoot! What the heck?
I mean, he has oxygen.
What the heck? What was that?
What is this? What is this?
What? It looked like a structure or something. What the heck?
It kind of is. It's
It
like
looks
this
like a
weird like
structure.
fabric thing.
But and it's not like turbulent or anything.
No.
Wait. The books. Isn't that the books? Oh, bro. It is. He is the one who did the books and stuff. Wait, but okay. But remember they were saying that you can't go back in time.
No.
But gravity can, right? That's what they were saying.
I think essentially.
Or something like that. But how is he going to even do that? What is this place?
Isn't this so cool?
If you're leaving, just go.
It's the other side.
Yes. Hey.
So that's like he said stay?
Yeah.
And just the fact that he like knows that she literally told him.
But what is she figuring out? That's
We
what I
don't
want to know,
know.
right? Because she's
basically putting herself back in the mindset.
Yeah.
Right?
But did we do something in the like before to help?
The way that it's just amazing.
It was you.
In their fifth dimension, they saved us.
Wait, is it they?
Time is represented here as a physical dimension.
Like she said.
Yeah. So yeah, you can affect it.
Yeah.
Right? Like how he was doing.
Gravity can cross the dimensions, including time.
Yeah.
Yes.
To solve the equation or whatever.
Yeah. Because if we have that data, we
Right,
can solve the equation.
it. Oh, this is the
Yeah. This
the
is how
gravity
the
falling.
gravity did it. Yeah.
Or the dust, I mean.
I thought they chose me. They didn't choose me, they chose her. To save the world. All of this. The one little girl's bedroom.
This is so cool.
Find out, tell her.
Yeah.
The watch.
Oh.
We caught the data into the movement of the second aid. He's coming, Bruce.
Wait.
Okay.
No. It's so cool.
That's why it was moving like
Dude,
that.
yeah. Better watch out. I don't know if he's gonna believe you. Just deleting all of his stuff. Oh. I completely forgot. That was him.
Wait, what?
Remember, you're no spring chicken anymore. Actually, you are 124 years old.
Okay, that's funny. Tell us where the frick we...
What happened?
Where am I? Cooper Station.
Cooper Station?
Nice you to name it after me. What? Well, the station isn't named after you, sir. It's named after me. I actually did paper on you in high school.
Because he's literally like a man out of time.
Well, my name's Farmer. Like everybody else back then.
And that was her. And we're here. That's cool.
It's like it's his old house.
It's like a freaking...
It's like a museum.
Oh, yeah, the Yes.
Oh, it's dang, bro.
General settings.
His voice, though.
Humor. 75%.
Mr. Cooper, the family's all in there. She's been in cryosleep for almost 2 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they have the cryo sleep.
Yeah.
Yo, imagine that, bro. Imagine that. Hey, she had to get back at you somewhere.
I know.
She's like, I figured that out like 40 years ago.
Nobody believed me. But I knew you'd come back. Because my dad promised me. No parent should have to watch their own child die. I have my kids here for me now. You go.
It's crazy.
She's out there.
She's starting a whole new colony and she doesn't even know.
And we are like the technology has like
Yes.
advanced, so we can like.
You gotta find her, bro.
That's crazy. Oh man, here we go again.
Oops.
You know, come on, it's Cooper. Like
We
bro,
just gotta take one.
My man helped save the humanity. Like, I bet you could spare a few freaking ships.
What'd you think?
Very, very well done, I think. An interesting kind of like take on the whole like space.
It's just
thing,
so original.
Right? Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I love Nolan. Like, no two of his movies are the same.
That's really cool. First off, like visually, just a freaking spectacle, seeing all that stuff.
It's stunning. The way this movie is shot is stunning.
Oh yeah. And then the fact that they tried to make it as accurate as possible, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome too. Just the fact that not only is it visually stunning, but it is
Like, I'm almost positive there are things Nolan wanted to do and didn't because physicists were like, He's like, okay, fine, don't do it.
I mean, that's awesome.
Which is so cool.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I did not appreciate it the first time through.
Yeah.
And watching this again, it's just this is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that
and like, I get it, it's long, it's weighty, but it's crazy and beautiful and awesome, and the acting was incredible throughout the whole movie. Like, everybody in this movie is amazing, from like the little kids to everybody.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I think it's one of those movies that like really makes me kind of like intrigued into like the physics of it.
Yeah,
and even the mysteries, right? Because even though you could kind of understand, the plot, generally speaking, and stuff like that, there's still like elements to the physics that,
I didn't
question
understand for sure. Yeah.
Right. One of them I'm wondering is how did he get from the black hole in the other galaxy back to our galaxy and solar system, right?
Well, I guess the idea would be that he traveled through the black hole, because remember, it was right next to Saturn.
Well, the black hole wasn't next to Saturn. The wormhole was, right?
Yeah, so he went back through the wormhole, I guess.
Okay, but how did he get to the wormhole from the black hole? That's my question. And not to mention...
Wait, am I crazy in thinking they were the same thing?
I don't believe that they're the same thing. No.
Oh.
At least that's what I
Oh, understand. I just thought they were the same thing. But I legitimately may be totally lost.
I could be too. But what I understood was that they were separate things, right? I mean, because once you enter the black hole, I mean, that's also a crazy thing because usually, at least, there's no, like, you can't escape in a black hole, right? If once you pass that, you know, the event horizon or whatnot.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm kind of wondering, like, how did he survive the black hole? I'm assuming he survived because of that
Tesseract or whatever.
Yeah, that whatever that thing was. But how did he get out?
I don't know. I mean, there may be a little bit of fantasy to it. I still appreciate that.
I'm curious, right?
Yeah,
I'm curious
I mean,
as
obviously,
to if there is.
Let us know in the comments,
right?
please.
Yeah. If there is some sort of like scientific sort of explanation, even if it's like very theoretical.
Well, yeah,
I'm interested.
A lot of this is theoretical.
Yeah, I'm interested in if there is like an explanation.
Yeah. What did you think of the music?
Oh, music was awesome.
Wasn't it so cool? Dude, the use of a pipe organ was just so cool. I've never heard a soundtrack use a pipe organ like that.
I mean, it just really... You know how there's like those... there's like these YouTube videos with like epic music, right? They're like epic music videos. And the... You know, the... sometimes the images...
Are really cool too.
Yeah, they help.
Yeah.
Almost like help you imagine visually the music, right?
Yeah.
And here it's kind of like the same thing where I feel like the music really enhanced like the majesticness of the visuals, you know?
And even just the stuff like he was shooting on IMAX out in space and then not in space.
Those
I did not appreciate the sound design choices made throughout the movie the entire time. Like when Mans dies, that's probably one of the best edited, like well done scenes I've seen in a movie in a really long time. And the way that they used, like if they haven't done it, I'm going to freaking make a video essay about how this movie uses silence.
Yeah.
It uses silence better than I've ever seen any other movie use silence in this freaky way, because then when you do have the music, it's like glorious. And then when there's no music, or even there were times where it's like it would cut out and it was off. Like it subverted sound design. Any of these kind of things that normally as a filmmaker in my brain, I'm like, oh, I would have it. You're building tension, have the engine go, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they never used it. So even moments where there was music, it was just this freaky, like your brain was off put because nothing was connecting, because you're so used to the opposite in a movie.
No, yeah.
And that's normally your job in a movie, is to like hook you in by having everything click. Yeah. I don't know. That was like genius.
No, yeah. I think that, especially that scene with Mans, I feel like not only did they use the lack of sound to be realistic, right?
Yeah.
Because it is, but they also used it in a way to like artistically create this sort of uneasiness and suspense, you know?
Oh, yeah. Which
is cool, you know? They didn't just use it for just suspense or whatnot, but also not just for realism, right? It was like a mixture of both, which is, it's cool that they were able to find that sort of like balance.
Yeah.
And then I also liked, there's that sort of, at least from what I was getting, there was kind of like the running theme of like love, I guess generally, in more general terms, like it's more powerful than we kind of like realize.
Yeah.
It's not just like,
well, there
you know,
are
how we perceive it
beyond science that aren't necessarily unscientific. And I feel like that's what he was saying about love, which is kind of cool, where it's like, yeah, science is awesome, but super, super, super limited. And I feel like that was part of it, where it was like the whole movie was presenting these ideas that were scientific but seemingly impossible. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, I think that was really, I mean, especially love, right? Where it's like this love, like love is something that is tangible in a way, like scientific, yet beyond our understanding.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it is kind of like, you know, it's almost like we aren't.
It's like a metaphysical.
We aren't at that
level.
level.
Throw that out there.
Maybe. Maybe we aren't at that level yet, kind of, you know, where we, just like how, you know, the quantum physics thing, where like usually if you think of observing something, right, you don't think of it actually affecting something because you can't see anything there, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the case,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. And so it's kind of like that almost.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. It's like, it's kind of like even though we do know a lot, there's still so much that we don't know.
And even quantum physics, like that field is so new.
Oh,
And, like
yeah.
the stuff that we're theorizing through that is just like mind-boggling, like dark matter, like just all this like what? Excuse me? Like even in the science world, it's just like, say what now? Like it's crazy. And so I think that idea, like having love in the middle of that, it works perfectly. And it's frankly just as possible as some of the like, actual crazy stuff that we're seeing.
No, yeah, for sure.
And it was just like profound, I think. Even in this idea that I thought it was super cool that Banner lied.
No, yeah.
To give everybody hope, right?
Exactly.
But in the end, knowing all the information, Cooper hopes without any evidence. Because he's like, how do you know she'll be there? And he's like, I just know. Like, I'm just going to trust in that. And I don't know. I thought that was I don't even know exactly how to articulate it. But there's something of that idea where it's like, you have this one guy who does know the truth and who tries to give hope to other people and kind of like, frankly, doesn't trust humanity. Because he thinks he knows the human, and he may know because he knows the human condition. Let's say, whereas this human saving act is to trust in humanity as opposed to like look skeptically at the human condition.
Yeah.
And that trust is literally the only reason. Like that final act, beyond anything else, even the love. That's the final act that Cooper makes. That saves the world.
Well, it was the love that was able to like, I feel like that was the thing that linked them.
No, yeah.
Right? Between the time and space and whatnot.
Yeah.
Also, I liked that Mans. Now, the decision to go for Mans instead of Wolf, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, that would be, I feel like 90% of people would make the choice to go with Mans in that case. And I understand it. But I like that Mans was the one that betrayed them because of that lack of love.
Yeah.
Right? Because in the end, we saw that Wolf actually had the right planet. Right? Yeah. And it's because of probably his love. He wouldn't betray the person that, he
knows
loved.
is probably coming.
Yeah. And it's because of that love that he didn't. Yeah, he was kind of like the right choice. And that lack of love with Mans, right?
Well, I mean, that's like I do feel like there's this whole thing, which is really beautiful in such a scientific movie, also raising the question of like the harsh skepticism of humanity.
Yes.
And the human condition.
Yeah.
And challenging that.
No, of course.
It's just super, super, super cool. And it really makes you think, even putting the science aside, I think some of the character decisions and character moments for all of the characters, good, bad, Mans, whoever, are fascinating and just like deeply thought-provoking. Like there's so much in this movie, I feel like, to learn, or like this is a perfect, people talk about art quantifies art, like the reason art exists, or like I've heard people say this, is to quantify things that we can't. Like I can't tell you something, I can write a poem. I can't tell you something, I can write a movie.
Yeah.
To me, this is the prime, like proof number one.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure Nolan knows, but there's some id that this movie manifests. And it's beautiful and amazing, and I feel like there's so much to gain from it without being able to... I can't tell you what it is. I can't really explain it. I don't know.
I think the main thing I got out of this movie was like... It was kind of like love... Like humans' ability to love versus instinct and the will to survive, almost.
Yeah. No, I agree. And
that's really
that is
cool.
something that seems to transcend survival.
No, yeah, it's almost like, right, because otherwise Wolf would have done,
and even Cooper at the end, right? It's like he didn't do that. Like, I'm not sure romantic or not, but like the reason he drops off at the end is it's like, why? It's love.
Yeah.
It's sacrifice. He's sacrificing himself. Like that idea of sacrifice seems contradictory to nature, to evolution.
Yeah. It's cool. It's very
It's
cool.
super cool. Yeah, man. It's just awesome.
No, yeah, I'm also interested in just the...
Yeah, if anybody wants
just
to
the physics, like, of
explain any of the physics or
yeah.
anything, like, I would love that. That's great. That's awesome. I think I was trying to think. I was watching a Matthew McConaughey interview, and he said that they built the Tesseract set with all the weird bookshelf thing. Like, I'm sure they, did
added in some
VFX and stuff
yeah.
like that. But the fact that was like a physical set
That's
that he's
cool.
freaking floating around in is crazy.
Just the idea and the concept of it. Of the different
it's
dimensions.
So cool. It looks like
right?
fabric or like Saturn's rings or something. It reminded me something of that. It's so cool.
Really cool. Really cool.
And I think the corn's all real. They grew corn. They bought a bunch of land, and Nolan made a profit. He like planted all this corn for the movie because they wanted real cornfields that they could like drive through, and then he sold the corn and like made money for the movie off of it.
I mean, smart.
It's just like the strangest thing. It's like, oh, okay.
It's like, yeah, we can,
They
it's
just
like
planted all these acres of corn just for their practical shots.
well, it's probably more like beneficial to him than like creating.
Well, yeah, you can like buy a. Well, what are you gonna do? Ask a farm like, hey, can we drive our truck through your field?
No, yeah, they're creating like a material set of like just like props and buildings and things like that. Probably will never get you your money back,
Yeah.
But here you could
It's
actually
just
sell
funny.
your props after or whatever.
Like, what the heck? Yeah, this movie was beautiful.
No,
in
yeah,
every
yeah.
like, dude.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention Tars, bro. Like Tars was real.
Dude,
I
the
like
robots,
Tars.
both robots.
Yeah, Tars and
I forget the other one. His name
Chase.
Yeah, Chase.
Yeah,
They were both super likable.
Yes.
And I love the design and like the weird. Dude, that's another thing actually. The aesthetic.
Yeah.
Nolan killed it. Like once again, this weird. It's kind of feels really grounded and modern, but it's not
still,
our world.
Yeah.
And then he did it weird enough to where it actually felt even. The fact that he did it where it doesn't look cool, like, dude, like Tars doesn't look super cool, like conventionally cool. Like he does look cool, but in a weird, like, what the? He starts like rolling and doing all this weird stuff. And the fact that he did stuff like that, to me, I think actually really helps it feel like really grounded. Because if you look at robots and stuff, like, they don't look as cool as you want. Like,
DARPA kind of popping off at times.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's
No,
like,
no,
it doesn't
yeah,
look
I
like
got
something
that.
from freaking Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like, it just
yeah.
doesn't have the cool factor. Yeah, and the ships and everything I thought were really cool. The whole, it's just a beautiful movie.
Yeah, very, very, very beautiful movie to look at.
So yeah, please feel free to join in the discussion. Join in the physics in the comments down below. As always, full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as next week's reaction. Maybe a Nolan movie, maybe not. Whichever movie you guys vote for this movie here. And thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like and subscribe. You probably will, since you stuck around through the whole reaction of this movie and our discussion. So some serious perseverance there. And yeah, if you want to go check out some other videos, we got a bunch of other Nolan stuff, just a bunch of other movies we have watched, and even more that we are going to watch. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.